Remember how we used to have cutouts?
Yeah.
Exhaust cutouts?
Wow. Look at that engine.
I put,
About all the room?
Yeah.
I put
Isn't that amazing?
I put 7,000 miles on it last year.
Wow.
Wow.
That's nice.
And I was telling
That's nice.
Ed Toth, you know, he
Yeah.
just picked up a 57 convertible with a Continental kit.
Right.
And we were talking about when you get in one of these, you're 16 years old again.
Oh, yeah.
You're not 72.
Right.
You're 16. I mean, if I want to break the tires loose, you know, I had a friend of mine say, "Is that necessary?" Yeah, it's necessary.
Well, if you're 16 again when you drive this, where's the chick next to you?
Bailed out. Go figure. Like I say, it's all dirty.
Now, that's a familiar sound. Yeah. Man, that is something else.
I see these things, I said, who the hell would put that on their car? $200 and some for the electric cutout. Who would spend that much money?
Now, what is this worth today
Yeah.
if you were to sell it?
I have no clue. I don't even remember the insurance. I just,
Well, if you have no clue, I'll give you $100.
I'll take it.
I'll give you 1,500.
Oh, hey. Sorry, John. You're out, he's in.
Andy, are you going to bid on that?
Yeah, 1501.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name.
I know you're talking about.
You're
Cool.
in, you're out.
My name is Andrew Hudacko, Hudacko. I'm a member of the class of 1961 from Benedictine High School. I've been asked to relate stories about the school and things that I remember. I had a classmate whose name was Kevin File. He's from Newberry, Ohio. His mother worked in the cafeteria, but Kevin and his mother used the family car from Newberry to get in to school. So father found out about it, and we got an offer to get taken out of last period study hall to accompany these priests to what was then Harvard. It was a gymnasium. It was across from Holy Name High School on Broadway and Harvard Avenue, and they were going to play handball, and we could join in. So we got in the car, Kevin and I, two priests in the back, one of whom I think was Father Raphael, and we would get out of 7th period study hall to go to the Broadway, what they call the Broadway Rec, to play handball. And my first day there, I felt really strange. First of all, you're in the locker room getting undressed, and the guys across from you are priests. Then we got out onto the court itself, and I remember thinking to myself, "Oh my gosh, they're monks, they're priests. You know, how am I going to play this game? And do I play it rough? Do I play it easy?" So the ball comes back at us. It starts to cream off the wall. I went up to catch the ball off the wall, and Father Raphael proceeded to put me into the wall and took the ball away from me. And I said, "Okay, none of this nice stuff anymore." So we played hard with them, but then we did that for it was most of my senior year, part of my junior year there. So that's one of my recollections from Benedictine. Thank you.
Ed Kozalka, graduate of Benedictine, 1959. Have 4 children. I have some very fond memories of Benedictine. Still go there. I am an oblate, and so we're at Benedictine about once a month. My youngest son recently graduated from Benedictine, and so I did have some very close ties there even now. My other children, one went to St. Ignatius. My other daughter went to Lakewood Catholic Academy, and I have another daughter that went to Notre Dame out in Chardon. I've been in the adhesive business for about 35 years. Enjoyed a nice career in that field. And again, I still associate with Benedictine and very proud of that. Have some very fond memories.
So good morning. My name is Father Carl Euler. I am class of 1948. After I graduated from Benedictine, I became a diocesan priest for the Cleveland Diocese and served at a lot of parishes up until 2009. I was at Our Lady of Lourdes, St. Wenceslaus, St. Procop's, St. Cecilia's, St. Clare's, St. Henry's, St. Bernard's in Akron, and finished off for 21 years at St. Stephen's Church in West Salem. I now live at Marymount Hospital, help out as a chaplain there, and try to keep in touch with Benedictine as often as I can. Recommend that everybody gets on those alumni weekends that we have in June.
Okay, hi everybody. John wanted me to say a few words about myself. That's good because there's only a few good things I really want to say. Graduated in '65 from Benedictine. A lot of old memories, meeting a lot of people here. Well, I don't recognize them anymore because they don't look as good as me because they grew a little older. But since Benedictine, spent a couple of years at Tri-C, graduated from there, went to Vietnam, spent a couple of years in the Army, came back, went to work for UPS for 44 years, retired with a bad back, and I'm getting over my back surgery. So I have a couple daughters, 4 grandchildren, and a house, and living in Solon, and just trying to enjoy it and meet everybody I can. Remember the good old days in the old neighborhood. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Jude Leslie, class of '64. I also taught for many years at Benedictine between about 1969 and 1984. I taught English, and I was a guidance counselor, and I was yearbook moderator. So I know there are a number of young men that came through the school that got messed up by me and hated my English class, but I hope some of them liked it. I was happy to be here today to get to see one of my boyhood heroes that formerly taught at Benedictine, Vince Francioli, and I returned the favor by teaching his son. I'm retired now. I live in Lakewood, Ohio. My last job was as a guidance counselor at the Cleveland Job Corps. I retired in 2005 for health reasons, and I have one nephew that I raised as my own, so he considers me his dad, and he's doing real well. He's a junior at John Carroll. And I'm retired now, as I say, looking for part-time work, something like involving maybe sitting on a park bench somewhere and having people pay me to feed the pigeons. So this is Jude Leslie. If you'd like to get in touch with me, should I give my phone number? Or?
No, that's okay. Unless you want to give it out.
Yeah, okay. I don't mind giving out my number. It's 216-221-6299. And I'm in bed most of the day, but I will get back to you if you call. Thank you.
Hello, this is Andrew Hudako, class of 1961, Benedictine, in Ohio, with another recollection of my time at Benedictine. Okay.
Man right there.
And that man right there was a lay teacher at Benedictine, and my cousin Richard was a year ahead of me. He used to bring his car up from Carton Avenue on down at 93rd and park it in our driveway on Lardet Avenue, and then we'll go over to the school. Well, we would go over, pick up the car on our lunch hour and go out cruising the neighborhood. My cousin, I, and a couple more of our friends. So there were four of us in the car. It was a 1958 Chevrolet Impala, all black. And we were rolling down the boulevard, just passing in front of St. Benedict's Church, when we saw Mr. Chola, Mr. Francioli, Mr. Skoronsky, the group of lay teachers walking there. Well, we were afraid they would recognize us, so everybody scrunched down below the dashboard and started hugging the floorboards. And my cousin, for some reason, who was driving, managed to steer the car off of the boulevard and down, I think it was Lamontier, in front of all four of these lay teachers, pull the car into the driveway by St. Benedict's School, back out, and then turn around and go. And you couldn't see anybody in the car. It looked like it was driving itself. We got back to where the car was supposed to be parked, and got back down to the school before the lunch hour was over. But I don't think any of the teachers realized who we were, or if they did, at least they didn't get back to the principal. So that was one of my recollections of my years at Benedictine. Thank you.